Hi, I'm Scott Boyer, and I made a video so you could get to know me. Here are my adventures in telecommuting. Back in the late 90s, I was a 3D animator working in television. My commute, theoretically, should have taken about 75 minutes. The reality was that my commute was closer to 2 hours. The job itself took a lot of my time, and I was spending considerably more time at work than at home with my new family. So I talked my boss into letting me work from home because there was this miraculous new internet connection invention called ISDN. My thinking was that I would be able to deliver gigabytes worth of animation files to my office from home by using this ISDN stuff, therefore saving huge amounts of commute time and time away from my family. Little did I know that ISDN was only marginally faster than my previous modem. This meant that while I got to spend a little more time at home, I still had to drive some 70 miles to deliver my ginormous animation files to the studio. And I still wound up spending a ton of time stuck in LA traffic. Lesson learned: know how fast your connection is. Fast forward a few years, and I was living in the snowy mountains of Southern California. I didn't have a telecommute job at the time, but when it snowed, the roads are too slippery to drive, and I couldn't afford to miss a day off of work due to bad weather. And I couldn't miss a deadline. So I had the foresight to set up my work computer and my home computer with a connection so that I could be at home, wearing my jammies, and sitting next to a nice warm fire while the roads were too hazardous to drive, especially in my two-wheel drive Mini Cooper. My coworkers, who admittedly were not all that tech savvy, were amazed that I was able to get my work done and then call them with questions as if I was still in the office with them. Lesson learned: be prepared. Lastly, I'm currently enrolled in what's called an online coding boot camp. In other words, I'm teaching myself to program. One of the school's features is that when you get into a programming jam, you can share your screen with a teacher or mentor and get feedback from them to find out where you went wrong and how you can fix your coding problems. Lesson learned? Well, I'm not sure that there's really a lesson here so much as it's a demonstration of how great it is to be able to share information across the internet rather than having to schlep to a brick and mortar school to get the answers I needed to progress faster. Okay, those are my adventures or misadventures in telecommuting. This is Scott Boyer, signing off.